guys, Yegi here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do an eyelash video on classic style round shape. So what round shape is the following. So what it is shorter in the outer corners and longer in the inner corner. No, shorter in the outer and inner corners and longer in the center. Okay, that's what gives it the round shape. So here's a little diagram, and for this video I'm going to be using only 9mm and 11mm. Okay, so 9mm, the shorter ones are going to go in the inner and outer corner, and the 11mm is going to go in the inner center. I'm getting my lash placement wrong today, but here's the diagram. So shorter in the inner and outer, longer in the middle, okay, to create that round shape. And we're using the 0.15 mink eyelashes. These are the Yegi Mink. They're faux mink, they're vegan and all that good stuff. And we're going to use the C curl, which is an average curl, to give it a very, very natural look. And the 9mm and the 11mm is also pretty short lengths to give it a very nice natural look for this client, because that's what she wants. Okay, so if you have any questions, comments, ask me below, but I'm going to try to explain everything in the video as I demonstrate. And yeah, and we will link everything below. Please, please, please like, subscribe, share. That helps me a lot to be able to do more videos like this. And see you guys later. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you. I will also share my secret of how to apply the inner and outer corners for eyelash extensions and the way I tape it just for that. So these are the Yegi Mink eyelashes for classic. Okay, so the mink, like I said, it's faux mink and it is 100% vegan. We are placing longer ones in the center and shorter in the inner and outer to create that round shape. And I showed you earlier the mapping of it. We're using the Y5 tweezers to isolate and get one natural eyelash in between those tweezers with the Y1. So the Y1 is the straight tweezers, is what is used to apply the extensions, and the Y5 is the curved tweezers, which is used to isolate. Okay, so our goal is to isolate just like that and only get one eyelash extension in between those tweezers and apply the extension right on top of that natural eyelash. So we also do want to brush here and there with the eyelash brush or mascara wand, doesn't matter. We just want to keep them nice and straight. But remember, we don't want to over brush them at all because they are still drying and curing as you place them. Even though it does dry, the glue is like a 1 to 3 second glue. It does dry really, really quickly as you're working with it, but the full thing for it to be fully dry and cured and ready to go, then the client can shower, swim, do everything, does take a full 2 hours with our glue. Okay, and this glue I'm using here is the Yegi premium glue, which again you can find on yegilashes.com, but it does dry within 1 to 3 seconds. There we go. So that is how the round shape is looking. The middle section is longer, the 11mm, the inner and outer are the shorter, the 9mm, and it is okay to skip one size. So it's okay to skip the 10 between the 9 and 11 because it makes it obvious for us that there's a shorter length and a longer length. But we never ever want to skip more than one length because then that's gonna have too much of a jump and it's not gonna look pretty at all. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue applying, and you can see if one of them kind of goes crooked on there, just go ahead and toss it, grab a new one. It's not worth trying to fix it because with eyelash extensions, your time is your most valuable asset. You don't want to be wasting time at all because the whole service does take about 2 hours to do a full set after you have practiced for a little bit, and about an hour for a fill. So here's a zoomed in so you can see how I'm only leaving one natural eyelash between those curved tweezers and applying only one extension right on top of that, making sure no other natural eyelash is sticking to that extension, because if too many things are stuck together, then that's when we're gonna damage the client's natural eyelashes, which is something we don't want to do. So I went ahead and I removed one because it was stuck not the best way. There we go. And you can see it's attached at the base, the little curly end of the natural eyelash. It's okay if it's not stuck, that's normal, okay? Now for the outer corners and inner corners, everybody may know it is most difficult to do those. If you haven't done so, they are going to be your more challenge for you to be able to go ahead and do the inner and outer corners, because they're tinier hairs. Sometimes the eye shape doesn't allow you to see everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, make sure nothing is stuck, and I'm going to go ahead and dry the eyelash extensions with the little fan, and I'm going to untape. And I'm only going to tape the corners, and I will show you how that's done in order to see all those little baby hairs, to be able to apply the most eyelash extensions as I can on her natural eyelashes to make sure that we do the best set that we can. But here's a little secret with the inner and outer corners, okay? So I'm going to grab 2 layers of the white tape and 1 layer of the clear tape. And this is surgical tape, so it's safe for the skin. And I'm only gonna go ahead and attach it on the very corner, okay? So I'm only taping down the very corner of the natural eyelashes to see all those little tiny corner lashes, to be able to apply the extensions on there. And this is my little trick that I do, because when the whole thing is taped, or when we use the whole under eye patch to hold down the bottom eyelashes, we don't see some of these baby hairs, the inner and outer corners. So here you go. Some of you had been asking that question. Again, I'm going to continue using the Y1 and Y5 tweezers to isolate and apply, but you see how there's so many little hairs in that corner that I can clearly see, and go ahead and add those shorter eyelashes there to make sure that they're as full and as beautiful as possible. I'm going to go ahead and dry again before I remove the tape. And we're going to brush it for the final results to see how they're sitting, if I need to fix or adjust anything, or if I need to add more. And I'm going to go back in there and see if there's any more natural eyelashes that I can possibly add a couple more on. Because remember, the more we put, the longer it's going to last the client and the more beautiful it's going to look. And the reason for that is because daily we lose 1 to 5 natural eyelashes and the extensions that are stuck on top of them. So if we don't put enough, after a few days, the client's gonna be bald, or they're not gonna have any more extensions left. But if you go ahead and put it almost on every single natural eyelash, they're gonna have enough for it to last them about 4 to 6 weeks, or at least 2 to 3 weeks until they come back for a touch-up or a fill. And there we go. Now, most importantly, we're checking, making sure there's nothing stuck on the tape before we remove the tape, because if something, even one eyelash is stuck on the tape and we pull the tape out, it's going to pull that eyelash and it's really going to hurt the client. So make sure you check before you remove the tape or the under eye patch. Well, hello there again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, like, follow, subscribe, share. It helps me out a lot. And let me know if you have questions and if you want me to do any videos on anything specific. I would love to. And please also watch some of my vlog videos, which will show you the new journey or new chapter I'm about to go on. And thank you. Bye. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see any different ideas or